We're reading the Beis HaLevi on Bitachon 7. Not only is striving futile, it can sometimes produce the opposite result. Not only is expanding hishtadlus to increase one's allotted portion is futile, but sometimes it could actually bring about the opposite result. As the Beis HaLevi clarifies in his introductory note, proper hishtadlus is always necessary, and a person who does not make the proper effort would be considered foolish. However, one must always keep in mind that it is not his effort that brings about the results, but rather Hashem's will. The Beis HaLevi states that hishtadlus without the proper intent is misplaced, and this can actually backfire and cause harm. After we realize that the result of all of our efforts in hishtadlus depends solely on Hashem, we can understand how foolish it is to resort to improper means of hishtadlus, to try to obtain something in a prohibited and inappropriate ways. For if our livelihood depends on Hashem, how can we outsmart Him? Not only will such misplaced efforts fail to help us, the Beis HaLevi adds that they will actually cause us harm. Every person can clearly see at various times not only did his hishtadlut not help him at all, but to the contrary, it was even to his detriment, and it turned out that he made it worse for himself through exertion. The Malbim in his commentary on Iyov cites the story of Yosef and his brothers as an example of this concept. The brothers were, of course, righteous men, but they erred in thinking that they needed to eliminate Yosef to prevent him from asserting his authority over them. Their efforts backfired. By selling Yosef as a slave, they not only failed to prevent his rule over them, but they facilitated it, as he ended up becoming the Egyptian viceroy. In fact, the Ralbag notes that when one tries to undo Hashem's decree,